Hi there, welcome once again, and this is the time for learning how to create end credit in Adobe Premiere Pro. So what is end credit? End credit is a rolling title that's placed end of the movies or dramas or telefilms. So you may have to create sometimes about the end credit. So let me play an example of end credit. Okay, cool. This is called end credit. Actually, it's a rolling title and that placed at end. So let's take a look how it will create an end credit in Adobe Premiere Pro. To create end credit, you have to create a project first, or you can work with an existing project or sequence. So we are going to create an end credit, and that's why we have to use the legacy title. So where you will get the legacy title for creating end credit, you will get the legacy title inside the file menu. So here is the file menu, and from there you will get this new option, and inside the new option you will get this legacy title. So you just have to go for legacy title, and then a pop-up will be appeared, and you have to type the name for your legacy title, and you can put the value for height and width of your videos, as well as you can select the time frame as well. So frame per second, right now we have 25 frame per second. You can go for 30, 60. So I'm keeping as default 25 frame per second, and I'm keeping 1080 pixel, and I want to write a name for our end credit. Let me write end credit as well, and let me click OK. So here is the setup for creating your end credit, and for creating end credit you have to go for roll option, and as well as you have to use the type tool, as because you have to type the name. So here is the type tool, you have to use this type tool, and as well you have to use this roll option. So this is the roll option, so you just have to click on this roll option, and then you will get a pop-up, and from there you have to select this roll option. So let me click on this roll option. Right now it's in still type, but we are going for roll type. So let me select this roll type, and then you just have to click OK. So let me click OK. Okay, cool. So now we have to type the name for end credit, and that's why as we are using the type tool. So you can take a look in our mouse cursor. Right now we have the type tool enabled. So let's start the typing for the name. So as an example, let me write some credit like the director. So let me write the director, and then you have to press enter button from your keyboard, and then you can write the name. So let me write my name as an example, Stephen Cowell. Sorry. Okay, so the director part is done. Let's go for producer, and in that case you have to press enter twice, and here I'm going to write producer. Okay, let me write David James. Okay, then we are going to write executive producer. Let me write Matt Frank. Let me write associate producer. Let me write Anthony. Let me write casting director. Let me write another name, Mark. Let me write production manager. Production Manager Flavian. Okay, so we have some end credit over here, and right now we have to place it, and that's why we have to use selection tool. So here is the selection tool and we have to use it. So with the use of the selection tool, we have to place this text at middle of our frame. So I'm going to place the starting text at middle. So you have to keep the same way, and once you are done, you just have to close this tab of legacy title. So let me close this tab, and you will have the end credit at your project panel, and you just have to drag and drop this end credit to our timeline. So let's place this end credit at our timeline. So you just have to drag and drop these things, and here is our end credit. So let me use this selection tool for here, and let me play this one. So here is the play option. Cool, a nice end credit is added over here. So let me play once again. So this is the quite simple method for creating end credit in Adobe Premiere Pro.